If you've been given dizziness as a diagnosis, I'm sorry, but that's absolutely rubbish. Dizziness is not a diagnosis, it is a symptom. Hi, I'm Dr. Beth, osteopath here at Melbourne Headache Solutions. Dizziness is one of the most common reasons that people will visit a GP, but they are often told that dizziness is a diagnosis and not a symptom. But there are two very common reasons why people will have dizziness. One of the first reasons is because it is a peripheral nervous system problem, okay? What this means is that the information that you are receiving through your vestibular system, okay, your actual balance system is coming in and it's getting muddled, okay? So we receive information through our eyes, through our ears, through our neck, through our sense of touch, and also through our brain. So when that information is coming through, then it's not actually coming through accurately. So then this creates dizziness for us, okay? The other way in which we can get dizziness is through what's called the central nervous system problem. So the information is actually coming in accurately, but when it gets to our brain, then our brain is not processing it correctly, and so then that creates dizziness. So if you have one of these two conditions, then it means that they actually need to be treated very, very differently in order to get accurate results. An example of a peripheral nervous system problem, so the information not coming in accurately, is something like BPPV. So when you've got a problem with the crystals in the inner ear, okay? So this creates a sense of vertigo, massive spins. It's really hard to like roll over in bed, move your head quickly, and those sorts of things, okay? So in this instance, then you need to do a maneuver to try to help realign or relocate those crystals in the inner ear in order to decrease the dizziness, okay? So with peripheral nervous system problems where the information is not coming in accurately, you need to do more things like vestibular rehab exercises to help to recalibrate those signals and get them speaking to one another again. If you have a central nervous system problem where the information is coming in accurately, but then your brain is not processing it properly, then it's more something like a vestibular migraine or a condition similar to that. So with a vestibular migraine, then essentially there are many things that can contribute to your brain becoming sensitized, so it becoming very sensitive. So things like your diet, your hormones, stress and anxiety, your neck, your jaw, your gut health, and these sorts of things, poor sleep. So basically these things can contribute and add up to an increased sensitivity in your brain becoming hyperexcitable. And when it's hyperexcitable, then when the information comes into your brain, then it just goes, ah, and it's having a bit of a party inside, and then it's not processing the information properly, and so then you become dizzy, okay? And you can get all the other associated features like nausea and light sensitivity. You can get head pain, although for those of you with vestibular migraines, you know that that's usually not the most present problem. It is the dizziness that's presenting. So in terms of a vestibular migraine, then you don't need to do the vestibular rehab exercises, which often look like things like this, or moving backwards and forwards, walking up and down and moving your head, and those sorts of things. Instead, with a vestibular migraine, you need to focus on decreasing that sensitivity level back down. So focusing on things like stress and anxiety, your hormones, your sleep, addressing your neck and your jaw, and those activities in order to decrease the sensitivity of your body and of your brain, to make sure that your brain can now process that information correctly, and therefore your dizziness decreases. So it's very, very, very important that you get the accurate diagnosis so that you know which type of condition you do have, so that you can have the right diagnosis, the right treatment plan, the right exercises, and moving forth, so that you actually have the right progress and the right progression going forward, okay? Just because you have one doesn't mean that you don't have the other, so you can treat both at the same time. Okay, and quite often, sometimes people with a vestibular migraine will also have dysfunctions in through their vestibular system, so you can do those exercises as well, because we also want to make sure that you're not getting dizziness from another portion of your vestibular system, because we don't want to fix one problem and then have an issue with another problem as well, because dizziness it's terrible. So often I hear people say, like, if I could just get rid of the dizziness, give me pain any day, because like dizziness is so disconcerting, and it's such a high causative factor of things like anxiety. So as I said, it's really important to get an accurate diagnosis so that you know which pathway you need to go down in terms of getting the most effective results. We here at Melbourne Headache Solutions, we definitely are trained in vestibular rehab. We are trained in assessing for whether it is that central nervous system problem or that peripheral nervous system problem, and we are here to assist and help you in any way that we can in terms of dizziness conditions. So please, if you're suffering or experiencing dizziness, please reach out, let us know. We're here to help. In the comments section or the detailed section above, then there's a list, there's a link in regards to a free headache discovery call, so please feel free to book in regards to speaking to one of our staff members in regards to how we can help you. We're here to help. We're passionate about helping. We know how much dizziness can affect you, but we're passionate about helping, and we're here. So if you've got any questions or queries, please drop a comment in the comment section below, and I will certainly get back to you. Thanks guys, and I'll catch you next time.